I knew this day would come too, guys, when I would play this game for the millionth time. Prepare for the most riveting, godlike story you've ever seen. This is when Akuma's finally released for Street Fighter 6. If you haven't played the previous Contras, don't worry, they'll catch you up fast. The Alien Wars begin. It's time for revenge. Let's attack aggressively. And that's it. That is the story. No BS. Straight to the point. This is Contra 3. One of the best Super Nintendo covers for a box art you've ever seen. This and Castlevania 4. Both same artist too, both Konami games. So Contra 3. We're gonna up the ante because I've played this game so many damn times. I played it so much as a kid. Definitely one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo. So we're playing some hard games tonight, guys. We're gonna start with Contra 3. We're gonna play on hard difficulty. Many more enemies. They shoot much, much faster. Bosses have more health. Very intense. I'm not gonna add more lives like I usually do. I'm gonna play on the default 3 lives. So hold on to your butts. This is gonna be very tough. If you can beat the game on hard, you get the true ending. Alright. Let me know how the volume is, and if I die on the first level, we might have to restart right away. The first level has to go perfectly, because I need to make sure I got a double crush, and I'll teach you guys the mechanics of the game if you haven't ever seen me play this before. Alright, let's do this. Yeah. Contra 3 is sick. The game is short, the stages are short, but the game is intense, with many bosses even on a single level. Alright, barrier, this gives me invincibility for a short amount of time. Grenades, very important for clearing the screen out. And you guys remember spread, this was the best weapon in Contra 1 and 2. They nerfed it in Contra 3, but it's still quite good actually. That's homing. I'm gonna keep the spread for now. And that's laser. Laser used to be the worst weapon, but they buffed it in this game. It's actually okay. Still not that good, but it's okay. Okay, I already died. That's usually a restart. But I'll hold that L and see what we can do here. Okay, so in this game you get 2 weapon slots. I have spread right now, and the default is the machine gun. And I can switch between them on the fly like this. So I got the machine gun. So if I die, I won't lose any weapons. But if I have spread and I die, I'll lose the spread forever. So you basically, like, if you know you're gonna die, you kind of want to switch to your off weapon or whatever weapon you'd rather lose. And there is a trick in this game where if you constantly switch back and forth between your weapons, you'll fire both weapons. And if you have the same weapon for both slots, you'll fire at a faster fire rate. Which is really, really important if you want to beat this game on hard. So hold on. You can see there's so many enemies on hard mode, it's nuts. Cuphead trick. Maybe they took that from Contra. Maybe it's an homage. So you can see this game is just really intense. So I'm just ducking right away. Alright, we got Crush. This is my favorite weapon, and this is the strongest weapon in the game. So Crush, it's the most powerful weapon in the game. It only shoots 3 shots. It's got the slowest fire rate, and it's got terrible range. It doesn't shoot full screen. But if you know the trick to switch weapons, you can take one of its biggest weaknesses, right? Which is its fire rate. And if you have double Crush, then you do mad deeps. If you hold L and R at the same time, you'll go into a stance, and when you fire, you'll jump and shoot both weapons in a circle, which is pretty cool. But if you die while doing this, you'll lose both weapons at the same time, and that really sucks. So you gotta be careful. The stance is sick, but you usually never use it. Maybe on normal or easy difficulty. If you hold R, you'll be able to stay still and aim at angles. Very important to know. And there's one more thing I never knew until like 2 days ago from the top-down perspective stages. I'll show you guys in a bit that I never knew about. That'll help me beat the game. So nades are really important. If you die, you actually lose all your stock of nades and go back to the default of like 2 or 3. So you basically don't save them too long. You actually want to constantly use them. This is laser. So it's really strong in this game, almost as strong as Crush. And it can pierce through enemies, and you can see it's just a lot better from Contra 1 and 2. They made it a lot better in this game. So here I'll use the trick where I'll shoot both weapons. So these are the 2 strongest weapons. But you have to be very precise, because, you know, it's a laser. That's homing. Homing is really cool. It's what it sounds like. It'll track enemies. It's like the weakest weapon in the game besides your machine gun. But if you're a beginner player and you're playing the easier difficulties where the enemies have less health, then homing is very strong. And then here we go, double crush. This is the God setup. This is the Vesper setup. I'm trying to maintain double crush the entire game to beat this. How's the volume, by the way? Is the volume good, guys? I got the fan blowing really loud on me right now, so... If the volume's good, please let me know. It's good? Okay, cool. It has to sound intense. You guys need to hear the intensity of this game. This is just the first level, and you guys can see we went from, like, jumping into a tank, destroying the first boss from Contra 1, the wall, and now the floor is literally lava. Very sick. What is this combination? What the hell? Okay, hold on. It's starting to sync up now. Like, what is this? I waited too long because I was talking too long. There we go. Jesus. That's a spread. I don't want that. We want to maintain double crush. Get another nade. Another nade. Alright, we're gonna deeps down this first boss as fast as we can. So like I said, I'm using double crush and I'm flipping back and forth to shoot like non-stop. The stupid head is blocking me! Okay, that was really bad. We gained a life. But usually he has a nest on his back on top and he shoots out bugs, but this time he chose to do that head attack. Pretty rare on my practice runs. I usually don't see that, but whatever, let's wing it. Okay, so they replace Contra alternate stages are always spicy. In Contra 1, you had that third person where you're going through like the fortress. Contra 2, they introduced the top-down, where it's more like a shmup, and this is like an open-world top-down perspective. The mission is we need to destroy these 5 turrets. And you can choose where you start. And I warn you guys, if you guys get dizzy really easily, this might be very disorientating, so I apologize. I'll try to finish as fast as I can. And it's, what's it called? The power of the Super Nintendo, so the mode 7 is crazy. So you can duck in this mode. But when you duck, obviously you can't move. I still have my crush, but I'm being really careful not to lose it. These mines will detonate if you walk on them. And there's traps. These turret guys are a little annoying on the hardest setting because they don't actually like pop out unless you're not facing them on hard mode. Okay, so if I hold down both weapons on this top-down perspective, you'll spin around like an idiot and fire both weapons. Once again, if you get hit, you'll lose both at the same time. Now the trick, the next top-down level stage we play, it has the hardest boss in the game. Well, one of the hardest bosses in the game if you don't know how to beat it. And basically what it is this boss that has like, you're on a rotating conveyor belt, and on hard mode it spins so fast that you can't like orientate yourself to shoot him, and I never knew how to beat him as a kid. I would constantly die on purpose to get the invincibility, temporary invincibility, and I would stand over the boss and try to deeps him down. And I kept on asking you guys for help on how to do that. So basically, when you hold L or R, the top shoulder buttons, you'll spin. And you have to spin in the opposite direction of the conveyor belt to fire at the boss. But on hard mode, it spins so fast it doesn't even help. So I never knew how to beat him, and game FAQs is useless because these guys never play hard mode, so no one even knows. So I found out finally how to beat it by watching a speedrunner. There's a trick. If you double tap the shoulder button in this game, when you spin, you double tap it and you hold like this, you spin twice as fast. I never knew about this until 2 days ago. So we're talking over 20 years later. I finally know the trick. So you just double tap and hold. Yeah. After 20 plus years, I finally know about this. So now I can finally beat that boss legit. So I will bring that up again when we finally get to the boss. So one trick to make this guy pop out by facing his back is to just spin real fast. And it'll make him appear. Just one sec. Because your back faces him, right? I need another crush. Trying to get this guy to pop out, but he's being an asshole. What did he drop? Okay, crush. Good. I got my double crush back. Huge. Alright. This boss is a little RNG. Kind of depends which direction he's facing. No! That's never happened before. Okay. We're in fucking trouble. Okay. Alright. This run is not perfect so far, but we're surviving just barely. This next level is very hard. And I don't have my double crush, but I still got one crush. Okay. We're not doing terrible. Alright, this stage is usually as far as people make it. This is the third stage. This stage is very intense. And on hard mode, it's very tough. I don't even want to grab this fire. Maybe I should have grabbed that laser. No! Gotta be very careful because when you kill this boss, he can drag you down with him. Like that. This boss is actually kind of cool because he's got tons of different forms. Got my double crush, baby. Nice. Here he comes back. Just gotta have a lot of patience. Can't damage him yet. Tries to bait you. Damn, I have no bombs. I just realized I have no bombs. Oh, fuck. I might die here. I usually use a bomb here because of this shit. Ah, fuck, dude. Yeah, there's nothing I can do there. Usually use a bomb because the crush, like I said, the downside is it doesn't shoot full screen. So I can't shoot those guys. That's unfortunate. We're still not in a bad spot just yet, but I lost my double crush, which is pretty bad. Laser's strong though. You can see I have two really slow fire rate weapons. Where do we go? Oh, I got my crush. Okay, I got my double crush again. Okay, this part's very hard. It's best to just run for it. On two players, it's pure hell. Because someone will go too fast and the other guy will die. I already screwed up. Oh my god. It's not so bad in the easier settings, but like I said, since we're playing on hard, that's a homing, I think. Don't need it. Damn, dude. Supposed to be able to deep some down in time. Okay, this is pretty bad. Not the worst, but pretty bad. I will not be able to kill this boss quickly. Whew. Those lasers can still kill you. Alright, at least we didn't die on the boss. We just died on the sub-boss. So this starting part to this stage, these enemies give you a ton of points. So you can I got double crush again, nice. So you can farm some lives here if you got the right weapons. See, I just gained a life just there. I gained 2 lives, see? So this stage is pretty fun. This stage is really hard because double crush is ideally what you want, but this boss in particular, I think is hard to beat with double crush, but I will try. Because you need range for this boss. Shit, I need bomb for this. Nice. Good deeps. You can normally destroy these turrets, but on hard mode they just have too much health. Okay, I might die here. Okay, we're good. Basically, you have to bait that turret to fire, and then you're good. As long as we maintain this double crush, we're really good against mini bosses and stuff. Okay, this part's really tough, but I got a lot of lives, so I'm not completely in a bad spot here. So like I said, this boss is just really tough if you use double crush. Just a lot of concentration. Nice. Okay, we're doing really good now. I did really good on that stage. Okay, so this is the stage I was talking about where you need to know that trick, the spin trick. This boss is like the toughest in the game if you don't know that trick that I didn't know for 20 plus years. Okay, here we go. Since there's more enemies on hard, it's also pretty good because, you know, there's more enemies to kill, and therefore you can gain more lives if you play well, which is good. I think I'm dead. If I die, it's okay, because there's a... Well, there was a crush. Yeah, I think I'm screwed. I have no bomb either. Okay, well, this is whack. Okay. That's never happened to me before, but okay, I'll take it. Alright, I'm gonna keep my machine gun so I don't lose the other crush, and hopefully I can find another crush before the boss. And that was a very rare situation. A lot of weird things happening. Like I said, the first boss was strange too on this playthrough. Every time, like I say, I play these games on stream, weird shit happens, which is funny. That's why I should start speedrunning. I feel like there's too many memes that could be had. My luck. This is the last top-down stage, so I'm sorry if you guys get dizzy. This will be the last one. You guys have to deal with this shit. What do we got here? Laser? Laser's okay. The bridge will explode if you cross it, so it's kind of like a trap. I think if you approach it the right direction, it's fine, but... Okay, I'm sorry if you guys get dizzy here. I'll try to do this fast. What is it? Homing? No, keep the laser. It's just debating if I should keep her. Bomb? Bomb's good. Still no crush, but at least I have one crush. Fire? I'll keep the laser. Okay, so this is the boss. So far it's an ordinary boss until, like I said, fun begins. I'll show you guys for a brief moment what it looks like if you just hold down L or R. See? You're not even close to fast enough. So I'm double tapping and I'm holding it down, and now I can orientate myself. And I never knew about this. If you don't know about this trick, then your only other choice to beat this boss is to die on purpose and stand over him and just face tank. Okay, I lost my laser, not the end of the world. Did I lose it? Okay, good. Nice. Spread? Yeah, I'll take the spread. Okay, here we go. So we're doing, like I said, we're doing pretty good now. We got continues as well. So this is the last level. Like I said, it's a short game, but it's an intense game. I played it for many times for a long time. So this last level is pretty tough. You definitely want to make sure you have the right weapons. Double crush as usual. It's basically a boss rush level. So I'm just gonna tiptoe through this level. Yeah, okay, let's go double crush here. I was just thinking maybe the spread might be good for this section, but we'll see. So basically these mouths that are in the walls, you need to kill these things as fast as possible because they'll shoot homing projectiles at you while these dumb guys are jumping at you. So you don't want to get overwhelmed quickly and have two on the screen at once. You want to kill these things as fast as possible. And crush at least kills them fast. You just gotta know exactly where they're gonna be when you cross the screen. Which thankfully I do. These guys can be tricky because they jump. Okay. So we're about to approach the last boss of the first Contra. I'm just gonna try to deeps him down. I think that was spread. Okay, good. Now we're going to fight the last boss of the second Contra. Don't need laser. Yeah, it's a homage city. True Contra fans would know. Okay, good. We killed him fast with a double crush. Now this is a sub-boss from the arcade version of Contra 2. No, the C is Crush. The weapons I'm using right now is called Crush. The C stands for Crush. But I already have double Crush. And then this boss, the last boss, is a sub-boss from Contra 2 NES. You gotta kill him in a very specific way. So I don't need that. So you don't want to kill this right arm, because if you do, it makes the boss harder. And he'll start dropping enemies on both sides of the screen. I didn't want to die there, but I didn't want to die there either. It can trick you, and sometimes you don't want to jump. Okay, good. Alright, we're on the last part now. I don't have good damage because I lost my one crush, but we're still good. So this boss can be really hard if you don't have a good monitor, because it's all about reactions. And you basically choose what form it takes. And I ideally want the red one. I got it. So this one is pretty easy to deal with. Plus these things on his side can actually give you points to gain lives, which is good. And I gotta keep trying to get that over and over again. And like I said, it's tough to do if you don't have a good monitor, because it actually goes, on hard mode, it actually moves quite fast. And if I screw up, the one beside it, I have a backup strat. Okay, I just gained a life there. Oh, I screwed up. Oh, this one's tough. You gotta destroy the circle before it closes. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got a little lucky there. Screwed up, I got it again. Uh-oh. It's not good. Okay, I didn't lose the crush. Just all that matters, don't lose the crush. Sometimes it tries to trick you. Okay, got it. You can be just very patient. There's no timer on the stage, you know? So just take your time. Okay. So on the hardest setting, there is a bonus boss. There's a particular comment that caught my eye and you might hate it. Which one? We'll talk about it in a second. Yeah, you get a bonus boss at the very end, secret boss. He's still alive. This doesn't happen on the other difficulties. And that's it. That is Contra 3 on the hardest difficulty with 3 lives. Very happy. My new challenge. Yeah, I feel like I've finally aced this game. Ever since I was a kid. It's a very fun game. I highly recommend you guys try it out too. Very fun to play with a friend. Very, very fun. Maybe not the 3rd level, but every other level is really fun. Way to go, you conquered the toughest Contra challenge yet. Your heroic deeds have restored peace to a war-torn world. The alien forces have been destroyed by a gaming champion. Your efforts will not be forgotten. If you don't beat on the hardest setting, it'll say something different like, you know, seek a bigger challenge. And then we get the true ending, which is cool too. Yeah, I think Konami did a fantastic job with Contra 3. I think the one on Genesis is also very, very good too. Hardcore. They did a good job with both games. I like the idea of making the game only have like 6 levels, but make them as intense as possible and making the game hard. It gives it a nice, cool arcade feel like Contra is always known for. Cole and I played the PlayStation version of Contra and it was like so long. The game was it took forever. Like there was secret level after secret level and we had to just memorize so much stuff. So this is a good start to our hard game stream. I guess I had a little hiccups. I died on the first level like I didn't want to, but I maintained having crushed most of the game. Metroid on stream, dude. We already played enough Metroids on stream. I don't need to play it again. Well, not everyone can play every day like me, Forrest. No, I didn't play. I was gonna play Metal Slug with Qual on stream, but we need to overclock the thing because when you play Metal Slug, the old arcade games, on 2 players, it's really laggy, like super laggy. It's like slow down city, so I had to tweak it a bit and we'll return to it someday. How strong has to be your grip to hang off a missile that's big enough to barely hug? Dude, the game's just sick, okay? He destroyed an entire alien army by himself. Thanks so much, Pirate. Thanks for the sub. Yeah. Welcome. And look at this ending, so cool. The dogs aren't rabid anymore. Yeah, I'm really sad how this series ended up. You know, it kind of just disappeared. Konami advertised it at one point and then never came back. It's really sad. I love Contra. It's just one of those godlike arcade games. And hopefully one day they'll return to it. Alright, cool. Yeah, we did with no continues too, which is nice. Usually I gotta use the continue on the last stage.